Hi, welcome to another video on my channel, and if you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe and also share the channel link and the video links to family and friends to help everyone understanding math a bit clearer. So for this video we are going to be looking at the Pythagoras Theorem, and Pythagoras Theorem is related to right angle triangles. Right angle as in it has a 90 degrees angle, which makes it a right angle, right? So we're gonna dive deeper into this concept. So the Pythagoras theorem states that in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Now it states that the square of the hypotenuse side, this side, which is the longest side, is called the hypotenuse, so that's the longest side. Right, so the longest side of any right angle triangle is called the hypotenuse, and it's also opposite to the right angle. So the right angle is here, and the hypotenuse is also the side opposite to the right angle. Right, so that's for the longest side, and sometimes we refer to this side as the base and this side as the height, but it all depends on the orientation or how your triangle is positioned. Because if we should rotate this triangle like this, rotate it, and it becomes this position. Now this part would be the hypotenuse, and then this base would change to be the height, and then this would be the base. So what we do to simplify this concept is to refer to the shortest sides as the legs, right? So leg. So longest side is the hypotenuse, and the two short sides are referred to as the legs. So the Pythagoras theorem is basically used to find the length of an unknown side of a triangle, or unknown side, and also an unknown angles in a right angle triangle. Sorry about that. So let's move on to this other part. So for example, I should insert a ruler, right, and draw a triangle. I should have drawn this before, but right, and I bring this over. I'm trying to construct a triangle here. Alright. Alright, let me bring this back a bit. Alright, close this, close, use bit of eraser. Alright, so if this is my right angle triangle, the right angle would be here, then the longest side is our hypotenuse. Remember, that's it, that's the longest side of the right angle triangle. That's called the hypotenuse. And the short sides would be called our legs. Alright? So please don't forget that. And always remember that the hypotenuse is also the side opposite to the right angle. This is the right angle. This is the side opposite to it, so that's called the hypotenuse. And the Pythagoras Theorem states that a square plus b square is equal to c square. So if I have my right angle triangle like this, and this side is A, this is B, and this is C. A square, so it is saying that if you should take this side, whichever that number is, and square it, right? Square it. And also square the B side as well. Whenever you add them, A square plus B square, it should give you C square. So whenever you square these two sides of the triangle and add them, you should get C square. So that's how this formula basically came about. And we're gonna dive deeper into that so you can better understand. And this illustration also states the same thing. A, B, and C. So if you should square the length of this side and add it to the square of the B side, sorry, your answer should be C square. So that's how it came about. So the sum of these two sides, must give you this side. That's all it's basically saying whenever you square them and add them. Alright, so let's look at this illustration. So we're focusing on, let me put that in yellow. We're looking at this triangle here in the middle. Right, so that's the triangle that we are looking at. And it is a right angle triangle. And if this is a right angle triangle, then this side must be the hypotenuse. Right, so this side is the hypotenuse and these sides are the legs. So let's count. Let's now determine the length of A, which is this side. So A, B, C. Now what's the length of this side? Let's find that out. 1, 2, 3. So the length of A is 3. What's the length of B? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what's the length of C? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we should take the theorem A square plus B square equal C square, and let's now do a deeper investigation in this using some math procedures. So what is A? 1, 2, 3. So the length of side A is 3. Right? So we put our 3, and it has a square. So we square side A plus what is B? 1, 2, 3, 4. So B is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we put our 4, and the formula has a square, which is equal to C. What is C? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Put our 5, and remember they have to be squared. I should put these in a little bit of color. No, sorry, B was 4. Right, let me address that. B was 4. Sorry about that. So let's put in that 4. And C was 5. Now 3 square is 3 times 3 plus 4 square, 4 times 4. equal 5 square, which is 5 times 5. 3 3s, 9, plus 4 4s, 16 equal 5 times 5, 25. Now if you add 9 plus 16, you will get 25, which is also equal to 25. And that's a true statement. So based on what the formula is saying, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So it is telling you that the sum of the squares of the two short sides is equal to the square of the hypotenuse, which we just proved in this situation right here. Right, so it's not really very complicated. You just have to follow the different steps that I covered. Now let's look at another problem. Alright, if I have, I won't complicate it this time. Let me bring in the ruler tool. Alright, I have this line. Right here. This might not draw to scale. Alright. Bring this down. Like this. Close. Erase. Alright, so let's look at this right angle triangle. My right angle is right there, and A equals 6, B equals to 8, and C equals 10. And the Pythagoras Theorem says A square plus B square equals C square. Now let's look into this now. So what is A? Right? A is 6. 6. And we square that 6. Let's put it in bracket. Plus, what is B? B is 8. Let's put our 8 right there. Square it. Now what is C? C is 10. Let's square that 10. Now 6 square is equal to 6 times 6. So that comes from here. 8 square is equal to 8 times 8. Comes from here. And 10 square is equal to 10 times 10. 6 is equal to 36. Plus 8 is equal to 64, equal 10 times 10 is 100. And 36 plus 64, this gives us 100, equals to 100, which is also true mathematical statement. So this is another example to illustrate the Pythagoras theorem. Equals C square. Right, so please watch the different procedures and see how this theorem is proven. All this is saying, if you square the A part, which is 6. So if you take the 6 for A, square it, and add it to the square of B, which is 8 square, it will equal to the square of C, which is 10 square, right? Which we did in this part. So this will give you 100, which is equal to 100, which is true. So that proves the use of the Pythagoras theorem. So thanks for watching, and please feel free to share the video and come back again. Thank you.